Five Guys just filed WARN notices with the state of California. 4 locations closing. Whittier, City of Industry, Merced, Hanford. 55 workers losing their jobs. No transfer rights. The official reason on the filing: financial hardship. Five Guys operates more than 1,700 locations worldwide. A chain that big does not put financial hardship in writing to a state government unless something has gone wrong at the bottom of the math. The 4 closures are about 2% of the company's California footprint alone, and the warning signal underneath them is louder than the number. Analysts call it the middle-tier squeeze, and it is breaking restaurant chains across the country right now. Five Guys sits between value fast food and sit-down restaurants. Victor Fernandez, Chief Insights Officer at Black Box Intelligence, said it directly, quote, "When gas prices cross that $3.50 threshold, we don't just see a reduction in consumer spending. We see a fundamental migration of market share." The CEO of RTM Nexus told The Street, quote, "When a burger, fries, and a drink hit the $25 mark, the consumer is going to start to lean more towards that value meal even more. The middle of the American restaurant industry is collapsing into the bottom. That is the story today." Now look at the other names running the same math. Red Robin, 30 locations already closed. The chain remains in a fragile financial state, fighting to avoid bankruptcy. Red Robin expects to close another 20 restaurants in 2026. Same-store sales fell 3.1% on a 3.6% traffic decline in the fourth quarter of 2025. Red Robin CFO Todd Wilson confirmed, quote, "Guest traffic is inching forward while wage and food costs sprint." Shake Shack reported preliminary fourth-quarter revenue of $400 million, below the $409 million Wall Street estimated. Shares slipped on the miss. The first quarter of 2026, Shake Shack missed on earnings per share, revenue, same-store sales, and store-level profit margins simultaneously. 4 metrics, all of them bad, all of them at once. Wendy's announced 300 U.S. location closures in early 2026. Papa John's, Pizza Hut, Jack in the Box, and Panera Bread have all announced selective closures or layoffs as they navigate slowing foot traffic and rising overhead. 7 chains, hundreds of locations, thousands of workers. And we are still in the early phase of what the analysts are saying about the consumer. The pattern across all of them is the same one Black Box Intelligence documented. Chains that built their business offering higher quality food at higher prices now face a market where consumers understand the difference between price and value differently. The economy was stronger. The middle-tier customer is gone. The middle-tier chain is following. Five Guys was the name this week. The WARN filings, the financial hardship language, the 55 workers without transfer rights, that is the documented record. The other names are running the same cost structure against the same consumer, making the same calculation at the register. Retail observers note that some locations may simply no longer make financial sense, given the combination of high labor costs, rising food expenses, and customers who can choose something cheaper down the street. The locations that close do not come back. The workers who lose their jobs face a labor market where the middle-tier hiring engine itself is shutting down. The filing said financial hardship. The consumer said $25 is too much. Both statements are true at the same time, and both statements are getting worse. Economic Ninja is out. The great repricing has begun.